House building in Guinea Bissau is a very social event. All your relatives and neighbours will come along and help. It's a fairly straightforward process, but there is a lot of skill involved. So the first thing you've got to do is you've got to form these little balls of clay. So you'd wet the ground for a couple of days beforehand, make sure it's nice and sticky, and then you get all your mates to come along, as you can see, forming the small balls. So these little patties are basically what form the structure of the walls. You see them in the background there. So the clay is then passed on to the wall building guys. You can see at about shoulder height there's a very thin blue line. That's effectively for making sure the levels are accurate. So this is where the skill really comes in. So this guy's now forming, you can see he's got a window section he's forming there. So he's got to make sure that the walls are the right thickness and they're nice and true. So he's working it in with his hands, and you can see loads and loads of handprints all over the walls where they're just pushing it into place. The walls are formed 2 foot at a time, and it takes a week for the clay to dry between each layer. There's 7 layers in all to form the final wall. It gets pretty wet here in the rainy season, which is why they build a sort of a raised veranda around the house so that you don't obviously end up sloshing around in water. Once the walls are finished, you build the framework on top, which holds the roof in place, and this is just a view underneath, so you can see the tin sitting on top of that.